This is not your first time covering a crime that has to do with injustice. You directed the documentary Victim Suspect, and that's a totally different story. But it's a story about people who go to the police to report that they were sexually assaulted, but then they ultimately get charged with a crime, whether it be making a false police report or another crime. And in both stories, there's a sense of injustice. There's also people in both documentary series that talk about, hey, I was someone who always trusted and believed in law enforcement, but then this experience happened and now I'm jaded and now that illusion is shattered. So, what do you think the hardest part is from your perspective of sharing and telling these stories?
Yeah, I mean, you don't you don't want people to walk away thinking there's no hope, because in Victim Suspect, one of our kind of shining heroes is a cop, right? Whose sister was assaulted and saw within his own community of cops, like they didn't do anything, right? And so that ignited a fire in him to really care and really do the hard work of investigating sexual assaults, right? And not letting not letting a busy desk say, you know what, let's just like let's get this case out of here, right? And I think sometimes we're also just trying to find the answer, like, why is this happening in police departments? Is it because they're overworked? Is it because they don't believe women? What is going on here? And I think always what's going on is human error, right? That's kind of the beginning, right? So maybe in Ellen's case, it was a snowstorm. It's a very low crime area. If you know Manayunk, where she was, it's cops who do not get these calls often, right? If ever in their career. And, nice lady, sad fiance. They say it's a suicide, right? So maybe that was an early mistake. And I think we need to give space to correct your mistakes, right? And if this is a mistake, then you need to go back and correct for it. And, as they say, come correct. And then we can all say, okay, like we're all operating from the same playing field. A mistake was made, and now you guys are going to try to course correct. And thank you for acknowledging, right? So I think, Tom Brennan is a beautiful example of law enforcement who does care, right? So it is hard because the big institutions kind of rally around each other, and they're hard to crack if a mistake is made. But I always like to make sure we're shining a light on the individuals who do care, who are making a difference, who are lending their talents and experience to trying to right the wrongs.